If you've been on social media lately, then you've probably heard about Clubhouse, the audio-only app where people discuss topics in rooms. It's a bit like tuning into a live podcast or a Zoom call without the video. This video will show you 9 ways to use Clubhouse strategically as an actor. Let's do this. Step number 1 to rock it on Clubhouse is to rock out your bio. Now, Clubhouse doesn't allow recording, so when the conversation ends, it disappears. However, your bio lives on. Make sure it clearly tells us who you are, what you love, and what you stand for, just like all your other social media bios. And if you need help writing your social media bios, I'll also link to another popular video of mine right here that will show you how. Now, unlike other social networks, there's really no word limit on bios on Clubhouse. But make sure you make your first 125 characters count. Why? Because that's what people in a room will see when they click over to your profile. It's totally part of your first impression and will impact whether or not people hit that follow button. Number 2, add your Instagram or Twitter link. The only clickable links in your bio, at least for right now, go to Twitter or Instagram. Now, as you're in a room, especially if you are speaking, people will be looking you up because Clubhouse actually lets them click over to your bio or to social media and continue to listen in on the conversation. It's really pretty cool. So make sure whatever account, your Twitter or Instagram that you link to, look super professional. Number 3, use Clubhouse to expand your network. Clubhouse was truly created for networking. So find rooms and clubs with the types of people you want to meet and collaborate with. On Clubhouse, you'll find so many directors, writers, showrunners that you can actually step up to the mic and ask them your burning questions and actually get a response. Now, if some of this lingo like rooms and clubs sounds a little foreign, I created a step-by-step Clubhouse tutorial on my blog, and I'll link to it in the description below. Number 4, use Clubhouse to get strategic and target the people you actually want to know. Sure, there are rooms on just about every topic in the business, but Clubhouse can be a really big time suck if you are just spending hours listening to random people who can't influence your career in any way. So think about it. What type of work do you want to do? And who do you want to know in the business? Also, what are the topics you want to learn about? And who are some experts in those fields? Then make sure you go follow those people on Clubhouse. Once you do, you can see when they're in a room that you want to join or when they'll be hosting a room. Clubhouse is brand new, so this will become more and more important as the platform grows. You don't want to just be in every room or club about acting. Get targeted if you want to see results. Number 5, don't be afraid to raise your hand. There are rooms where the casting director of your dream show are telling you exactly what they want to see in auditions. So don't be afraid to raise your hand, step up to the mic, and ask them your burning questions. Become an active participant. And it's so easy to do this. Just hit the little hand at the bottom of the app to raise your hand. Now, a little pro tip, if you get added to the stage to ask your question, especially in a larger room, make sure you mute your microphone. It's live when you're added to the stage, and it may be a while before you get to ask your question. Now, before we get to the next tip, hop in the comments below and let me know if you're currently using Clubhouse and what your username is. Number 6, make sure you fix your sound. Clubhouse is an audio-only app, so the way to stand out is to actually have terrific sound. Find a quiet place to tune into the conversation, make sure you have a good pair of headphones, stand out with good sound. Number 7, don't be afraid to host your own room. Not sure what to create a room around? Here are some ideas. You can create a panel with friends or colleagues about an industry subject you want to know about. You can make a virtual comedy club for your stand-up or a virtual improv room for you or your friends. You can read a show live. Or if you have a web series or some other content, you can host a talkback with cast and crew members. Number 8, know that it's better to give than receive on Clubhouse. Like any of your networking efforts, make sure that you're focused on social giving, not social getting. Join every Clubhouse room with the intention of giving and the desire to connect with others, instead of wanting something in return or getting an audition from the casting director who's speaking. If you struggle with networking, I'll make sure I link to another video that will help you with this concept. And number 9, so important, make sure you keep track of your time on the app. I love Clubhouse, but some rooms can last hours and even days. And since recording's not allowed, there's a major fear of missing out factor on the app. Don't stress about it. Know there will always be another room, another chat, another day. To make sure you don't fall down the Clubhouse rabbit hole, check your screen time. On an iPhone, all you have to do is go to Settings, Screen Time, choose App Limits, and Social. There you can set time limits for Clubhouse and for all of your social media apps. Now that you have some tips to use Clubhouse strategically, here's the 101 on the platform and some other videos that will help you with your social media. Until next time, I will see you on social. Bye.